nice to see you so early. It is 6:30 a.m. and today I thought I would film our morning routine now that Josh is 6 months old. It is 6:30 a.m, which is his usual wake up time. He did wake up at 5, which is really good. Usually he wakes up anywhere between 2 and 5 for a feed and then goes back to sleep until about between 6 and 7. As you can see, baby boy is lying creepily staring into space in his crib, ready to start his day. So I'm just gonna wake myself up a little bit and then go and get him. Hi! The light a little bit bright. Good morning. So we use a white noise machine called the Hatch, which we use for all his night sleeps and his naps. He loves it. And then I take him back into bed with me and we have our morning feed. He's still breastfeeding, but because of his weight gain, we've been doing some extra formula too. And then we just have cuddles in bed and hang out for a little bit. Usually ends up with my hair being grabbed. He loves to stare at himself in the mirror, so we make lots of stupid faces into the mirror. And then because I'm pretty lazy, I change his nappy in bed. Oh my goodness, we have this mat, so don't worry, it doesn't get on the cupboard. This is often his most giggly time, and he loves playing with the nappies. Little weirdo. And then I've always put him in this bouncy chair while I have a shower. It worked really well while he was a newborn. He loves it, and he smiles at me while I'm in the shower. Unfortunately, he's getting a bit bigger now, and he kicks himself off, and by the end of the shower, he's pretty much sitting off the chair. And then he's really good and he just sits and plays with the wipes, his favourite toy, while I get dressed, brush my hair and tidy up. He is also a fan of the hairbrush. And then I take him downstairs and he plays in his bouncer while I get our breakfast ready. As you can hear, he loves to scream and chat to me, which always makes me giggle. Today we are having porridge and mashed banana. We've got this special baby porridge which is easy to digest. It's really good, it's very fine. Before we were using non-porridge and it used to make him strain quite a lot. And because it's so fine, you also don't have to cook it. You can have it cold, so that's really convenient. And he's getting good at eating now. He doesn't love his water. I always offer him water, but he hardly ever takes it. But he's really good at eating purees or fine food when I feed him. We haven't quite mastered the finger foods yet. And he hates cleanup. He's not actually crying here, but usually this involves lots and lots of screaming and whinging. He's just getting over hand, foot and mouth, and he's had quite a bad dribble rash, so we're making sure we put cream on. Then Josh will play with some of his toys by himself, while I go and clean up all the mess that's been made from eating. Then we usually play together for a bit. I've been trying to get Tim to experiment with the pots and pans and the wooden spoons. He really likes listening to me tap on it and sing to it. Hasn't quite mastered doing it himself yet, he prefers eating the spoon. Oh, there's Dinky. Come to see what all the racket is about. You're more interested in eating your spoon, aren't you? We'll then do some tummy time, which he's still hating. He still doesn't really like rolling, he's just happy to sit stationary and play with his toys. The only way I can get him to do it is to use that crazy crab. He's having some top-up formula because he's a bit underweight. He's not really eating from the boob properly, so that's just to make sure he's getting enough. And then he did a big poo, and after I tidied him up, I tidied up his toys while he was drinking, and then it was time for his nap.
It's time for your nap time now, isn't it? Should we take you upstairs? Yeah.
Fast asleep within seconds.
He's really good with his napping now. I used to have to rock him to sleep and carefully put him down, but we somehow managed to train him so that he falls asleep by himself. So his head hits the pillow and he is out. So I am thanking my lucky stars for that. So a lot of people now might do a workout or something a bit productive. I'm starving, so I'm gonna go and eat a big slice of chocolate cake. And then I'm gonna try and figure out how the hell to start to edit this video. I'm new to YouTube and it takes me a long time still.
This is what I have been waiting for all morning. So it's only been recently that I've started to have any time to myself. His naps used to be 23 minutes exactly, which wasn't even time to like go to the toilet and make a drink. But now he's got to about 6 months. As soon as he reached 6 months, his naps started to get longer, and I now get an hour and a half usually. Every day is a little bit different, so I can do so much in that time, and it feels like a blessing. So I get to enjoy. I normally am starving at this time. It's 9 o'clock. I'm starving. So I normally eat some cake, have some fruit, have a sandwich. I eat at really weird times. I don't know why.
So I actually had to wake him up. He slept for an hour and a half, which is great. But we've got to go out because we've got to go get him weighed. The last few weigh-ins he's been a bit underweight and we've been a bit worried. So we're hoping he's gained weight. We've been feeding him some extra formula. You're weaning now, so fingers crossed. Are you gonna be a big heavy boy, Josh? Are you? Let's see how much you weigh.
Have you been like a big boy?
You have, well done. Well, that was good, wasn't it? You've gone up a percentile. All your yummy foods help you gain weight. Good boy. So we've decided to go for a walk. This is the wake window where we usually go out somewhere. I hate being stuck inside, and this is the wake window where he doesn't eat a meal. He's only doing 2 meals a day at the moment. So we've gone for a nice walk, haven't we? And every time I bring the pram, and he always ends up in the carrier, and I always end up lugging a big heavy baby around because he refuses to be in the pram. Look at all the pretty blossom. They're pretty, aren't they? Oh! Oh, should we go look at the water? Someone is starting to get a little fussy, so we're gonna head back. Right, we've come back. We've had some more milk, haven't we? And we've done another poo-poo while we were eating. And now we're gonna change our nappy, and it will be time for our next nap, won't it? A 1 o'clock nap. This will be the last time we see you. You wanna say goodbye? Say bye-bye, everybody. Oh, I take it that leg kick means bye-bye. To saying goodbye. Yes. So I've just put Josh down for his last nap at 1 o'clock. He is almost asleep, so good news. And now I'm going to make my own lunch. I'm going to make lunch for Josh, and then later this afternoon we've got a weaning workshop. Our next video is going to be all about weaning if you'd like to find out what we learnt and see what we eat. So subscribe and catch that content. See you soon. Bye.